Hello and welcome to my super official TED Talk. And in today's TED Talk, once again, super official, you can see the background, it's completely real. I will be talking to you about why video is one of the most effective forms of communication that we have today. Besides, actually like human-to-human connection and talking. So as you may know, people like to watch videos. So do I. I like to watch videos. I watch videos all the time, personally. And I've been making videos for 3 years now. 3 years. 3 long years of making videos. Such as this one right here. The videos I make are just for like entertainment purposes, except for this one, because this is for a school project. This is for for a presentation. So since the videos I make are just for entertainment purposes, it's not really a good example of like why it's good at transferring information, like video communication, transferring information. But I still have gained quite a bit of experience though in the video making and editing process. And it's not just me. Most of you guys watching this right now, well, you're watching a video right now actually, kind of ironically, but most of you watching this probably watch videos like on a daily basis. Like especially if you're my age, like Generation Z, the Zoomers, they watch videos on like a day, like maybe even an hourly basis. I don't know how often people watch TikTok. I don't use it very often myself personally, but I know a lot of people use it. People watch videos. People like watching videos. Maybe you've even made a video. Maybe you're like me and you make videos. Now what people don't notice about videos is that when they're made right, such as this one of course, it's really good. Like it's literally just really good at communicating information. Watching a video about like a long, boring topic, something for school, let's say, can be like way more effective than reading an article sometimes to like get the information to you. If you wanted to read an article that was 13 paragraphs long, 13 long, drawn out paragraphs, all just factual information, that would be kind of boring to read. If it was in video form, however, and there was some entertaining guy speaking to you about it, some entertaining person, I think the information would like transfer into your brain better. That's my opinion. And yet I get that some people think differently, like some people actually want to read an article instead, and that's perfectly fine. Like that's just your opinion. But like my opinion is that video is 10 times better. And I'm here today to tell you why. Alright, so the first reason number one that I think video is the superior form of communication is they stick in your memory. Like they stick in your memory better than articles do. And let's say they don't stick in your memory. You watch a video, it doesn't stick in your memory. If you watch the video on the internet, let's say, you can always just go back and watch it again. I mean, yes, you can go back and read an article again too. So it kind of applies to both articles and videos, but it still has that upside to it. So videos activate 2 of your 5 senses, sight and sound. That's 2 out of 5. Like 2 out of 5 stars, 2 out of 5 score. It might not seem very good, but that's about as good as it gets online. Like if you're receiving information online, that's about literally as good as it gets. And articles, on the other hand, only activate 1 of your senses, and that is sight. I mean, you can kind of like play a little voice in your head to like read the article for you, which is what I do when I'm reading articles. But is that really effective as actually hearing a voice? The only thing that might one-up it is human-to-human connection, like someone actually showing you something in real life. That would be better than video. But it might not be, and I'll talk about that later. We'll get there. You can remember a video better than an article because you can remember the faces you see in the video, and you can remember the sounds that you heard from the video, like it activates your sound memory because people remember sounds pretty good too. So it activates your sound memory, and it might even like have text. Like if I put captions over this right now, which of course I'm going to do because I said it, you might remember seeing those captions too. It's kind of like remembering the text in an article, but with a lot more things to remember. So it'll help you remember it better. At least that's what I think. Point is, it's better at sticking in your brain, at least for me, if it's a video. The second reason I think videos are such a great form of communication, video is versatile. Very versatile. That's what a video marketing company called Future Proof Films said when they were asked the question, what's the most common type of video you create? That was their answer. That video is very, very versatile. And they are completely right. Video is insanely versatile. Like, incredibly versatile. There's only so much information you can get from reading text as opposed to actually seeing something. Videos can essentially be anything you want, like literally anything. I can make this video anything I want. I can put some cool graphics over the screen. I can completely change the topic of this video if I wanted to. Of course I'm not, because then I'll get dock marks probably. But using the power of video editing software such as Wondershare Filmora 11, not sponsored, but you could sponsor me anytime with Wondershare. It'd be pretty cool if you never mind. So using video editing software cool attention-grabbing on-screen effects and like captions, sound effects, you name it. Anything can really be added to grab your attention. If someone was trying to tell you like the results from a lab test, like from a sciencey lab test, it literally can be so much better visualized in a video. There can be a person talking for like human connection, and then there can be captions for people who like to read better than they like to watch video, because you can still read and watch video at the same time. It helps you memorize things even better when you do that, so that kind of ties into the first point there. And you can like literally visualize the data. Like visualize it, real-time visualize the data from the lab results. Compare that to an article, and there's a little bit of difference there. Or even like telling someone the lab results in real life might not work as effectively as doing it in a video. And this is what I said I was going to talk about later, about how videos might actually be better than human-to-human connection in some circumstances. Telling someone the lab results, like the result of a lab test, especially if you're not a very good speaker, could be very difficult, especially if you don't actually have the lab results on you. Like you could write a paper on them, you could do this, do that, that's essentially the same thing as an article, but you couldn't really visualize the data in front of their faces in real life. With a video, though, you can. And especially if you're trying to get the video to like someone far away, like let's say the lab results need to be sent to like some student in another country, it would work way better if you just sent the lab results to them in video form, instead of like, you know, trying to tell them over a conference call or something. The third, and not final, but like the final one that I'm talking about, the third reason that videos are such a great method of communication is because they grab your attention. They snatch it right out of your brain. They snatch that attention. Don't just take that from me. I'm not really a reputable source right now, so take it from 60 Second Marketer instead. 60 Second Marketer is a video marketing company, you know? They deal with video all the time. It's a video marketing company. And they say this: well, for starters, videos grab your attention. Video content is effective because it captures the audience's eye, which is exactly what companies want and need. And they're entirely correct. Like, they're righter than ever. What they just said, that only kind of applies if the video is like well made and well edited. But if someone knows how to do that, it works extremely well at grabbing your attention. Which is why so many like companies for products have advertisements in video form. Like if you're watching YouTube, it's going to be advertisements in video form. Cable TV, which apparently no one watches anymore. I was in class recently and the teacher asked who watches cable TV, and I was literally the only one who put up my hand. I didn't realize that no one watches cable TV anymore. But there's ads there for products too. Those are all video ads, and they're extremely effective at capturing your attention. Like, think about it. Are you more likely to get caught up like binge watching videos or binge reading articles? I mean, that kind of still depends on who you are, but for most people, you'd probably get caught up binge watching videos on YouTube or on TikTok. When a video has interesting visuals and maybe even a few different camera angles, and maybe, just maybe, even some cool transitions and sound effects, but when you do all those things, it could hook people's attention way better than an article or like a simple body of text. Because people's attention span is shrinking by the day, and videos are the only form of communication that can kind of keep up with that, in my opinion. So in conclusion, whether it's talking to a friend, learning a new topic, or teaching people something, video as a form of communication is by far one of the best methods of communication that we have available to us today. Thank you for listening to this very super official TED Talk, and goodbye.